Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back for another DevPro Duel video, Raidraptors. So still a few cards we need over here in the TCG, since a few cards from the Raidraptor archetype, like I think it's Tribute, the Armageddonite, here on the left side, left top of the deck list, and also, of course, yeah, the best rank 4 exceed here in the deck, of course, Force Strix is still also an OCG exclusive. So let's hope we get them both and more exclusive in one of the future sets. So anyway, this is currently my deck lists. Of course, with that new rank up magic spell card, Soul Shape Force Reborn, one of your Raidraptor exceeds. Of course, most of the time it will be your Force Strix, and immediately use the exceed summon for Infinity, since we know how good Cyber Dragon Infinity is as a monster. Also, luckily, still OCG exclusive. So again, this is currently my deck list. But yeah, still with that new Utopic ZEXAL in my extra deck, it's not needed. I'm not summoning it too much. Don't use it too much in my duels. Yeah, it's probably better just to drop it from the extra deck for more better exceeds, like for example Dweller, Key Beetle, maybe Arknight if you want, and that other rank 4 exceed. I forgot its name, the Raidraptor rank 4 exceed that can attack the special summoned monsters from the opponent. So yeah, but again, that's all up to you. The only reason why I hope ZEXAL here is in the extra deck is to just have an extra target for Soul Shape Force to yeah, possibly discard from your hand. So yeah, your Soul Shape Force, or the only purpose in the deck of Soul Shape Force is not to go for Infinity, right? So this is currently my deck list. No Readiness in the main deck. You know, Readiness is that Waboku-like card for Raidraptor, since in every case, in every scenario I wished, or it is when I had my Readiness set, I wished it was either Breakthrough Skill or Trap Tricks Nightmare Trapple. The only reason I would consider playing your Readiness is that I can just mill it with yeah, my Tributes to send it to the grave from my deck. But I'm not really liking the card that much. Something like Gust or yeah, the Trap Tricks Nightmare Trapple is much better in the main deck. So anyway, let's hop into the first game. Alright, one of the first tools. I think I get to start, yeah, normal summon my Vanishing. Vanishing gives me an extra normal summon, so to get Tribute on board. Yeah, the standard moves, you know, send Mimikrai to the grave, banish it to search your Nest. Nest is the Black Whirlwind of the archetype, and go for double Force Strix. First turn, definitely one of the biggest plays the deck can have here. So set both Gust and Fiendish Chain. Very good here. My opponent is playing with a new zombie deck, yeah, you know, with that new, what is it called? Style, I believe, the quote-unquote Fire Lake for zombies, and immediately he's going to flip it over, try to destroy 2 cards, and of course eventually banish that Shiranui monster from his deck to destroy an extra face-up card. He had that Breakthrough Skill and Fiendish Chain to stop both Force Strix, which is all fine, I guess. I normal summon Impale. Impale has attacked, yeah, it only needs to declare an attack, so I can reborn one of my Raidraptor monsters in my grave. I had a few options here, but I eventually decide to make it a third Force Strix, eventually get a search and set up for next turn, since I did have that Breakthrough Skill to protect me against any of his plays, right? And as a follow-up, I did have that rank up magic spell card to possibly go for an Infinity if he had something like a Raigeki. So game number 1, I win. Next duel, he gets a start. So again, I'm fearing, since I know the deck plays 3 quote-unquote Fire Lake cards, I fear that, so of course, going to attack first to destroy his face-down zombie monster, either Mizuki, Goblin Zombie, or whatever. I run into Torrential Tribute, which is all fine. I can search my Nest with Mimikrai, get a search, and eventually go for Infinity. I decide not to use Infinity on Unizombie. If I would have used Infinity here, it would have chained his, what is it called, his style, his quote-unquote Fire Lake card, which is going to do now, since I was expecting it. Why not? The deck does play 3 of it in the main deck, so you can always expect it. And he makes a very good move. He special summons Beelze in defense position. He bottoms eventually my tribute. So now by special summoning my Fascilanius, I can only go for that Force Strix Exceed. I think I can only special summon Wing Beast after that. So Force Strix was my only option here. And eventually I kind of forced him out to attack first. So I knew I was going to survive here by using Infinity's effect by attaching one of my own monsters to it. But yeah, that Unizombie, and eventually he is able to go for Omega, and Omega is so disgustingly good in the deck. Yeah, get one of your banished Mizukis back during your opponent's standby phase, and then during your opponent's main phase, you can just use Omega's effect, dodge effect, to dodge something from the opponent and rip one card from your opponent's hand until the next turn. So yeah, that's so good. And here I have to make a very mediocre play. Go for Castel, special summon my Force Strix in defense. And yeah, as I said before, this was a very mediocre play, since again he can use that malicious engine with Plague, with Mizuki, and so on. If you have one Omega, you can just reuse all of your Mizukis. It's so good and definitely fun to play with. But yeah, he played it out very well with Beelze earlier, so he wins game number 2. Anyway, next duel. I think I get to start. Yeah, normal summon tribute. Immediately send that Mimicry to the grave. Banish it to search out my nest. The Black Whirlwind of the archetype. Get a search. I think it was, yeah, the guy vanishing. That gives you an extra normal summon, pretty much, yeah, setting up for next turn. Since that's always what I want to do. Search, vanishing, and have that either Impale or that Tribute as a follow-up play. So immediately, yeah, Breakthrough Skill. That's a no-brainer. Breakthrough Skill on Unizombie. I don't want to let him send that Mizuki from his deck to the grave. Lure out. Breakthrough Skill on his part. Okay, all good. Normal summon vanishing. Try to get the effect. He has another Breakthrough Skill. But that's why Swallow's Nest is so good in the deck. Immediately special summon your Impale. Deal some damage with Impale, or at least declare an attack. And then you can reborn one of your Raidraptor monsters. That's very good. Swallow's Nest, perfectly fine at 1 in the deck. I have a few options here. We know he has double Breakthrough Skill in his grave. But yeah, I had 2 plays. I think go for triple Force Strix or double Force Strix and Diamonds. Since we know Diamond, of course, can negate all dark monsters from the opponent. I know he has that Breakthrough Skill in his grave, but so yeah, of course, for next turn, during my own turn, his Breakthrough Skills in his grave are, of course, dead. So that's why I went for Diamond eventually, and also keep on Force Strix in the extra deck just in case. Anyway, next to Duel, he starts off with, I think, what is it? I think, yeah, MST. Indeed, so random MST one of his back rows, since I know all of those back row. No reason, I think, to just keep MST in hand, bar Fiendish Chain, right? So normal summon my Tribute. Try to use the effect, but I think he used Breakthrough Skill, right? Okay, yeah, Breakthrough Skill on my own. I again don't want to let him send one of his zombies to the grave, and yeah, possibly reborn it with Book of Life, although I don't think I have a monster in my grave. Anyway, first going to attack again, just to bypass a possible quote-unquote fire lake for zombies. Eventually go for double Force Strix. Again, get some nice pluses. Definitely the fun thing about Raidraptors is that you can search all of those monsters from the deck, and that's why I like playing a lot of traps here in the deck. Same with this, yeah, Satellanites. You know, you can just search your monsters, and you can just hope that you draw multiple traps during your draw phases. But he makes a very good move here. Eventually goes for that Fire Lake, popping my double Force Strix, and also pop that nest that's phased up on my side of the field with his yeah, Chief Priest. He deals some nice damage, and eventually again he can go for Omega, but yeah, uses Omega to get one of his banished Mizuki's back. But Breakthrough Skill is a very nice card, so banish it to negate Omega, and eventually go for an Infinity. Use Infinity to attach that Omega to Infinity as the Exceed material, and I think I can just attack for a game here. I'm not really sure. Yeah, I think so. No, I don't think this is enough. Anyway, yeah, he's going to survive with 1400 life points. Eventually again go for Diamond. Yeah, I think I was able to go for a game, unless I'm missing something. Yeah, anyway, so eventually he goes for Unizombie. Unizombie is negated by Diamond. He uses a Breakthrough Skill. I'm going to negate... No, I'm not really sure. Anyway, I win this one. Next duel, I think the last duel, he gets a start. So sets 1 monster and set 3. So again, we can expect a possible, Fire Lake from him. That style. Fiendish Chain lures out my negation, and he completely wrecks my face. He kind of flexes all over me. Very cool here, that Fire Lake popping 3 cards and Mystical Space Typhoon in the end phase. Yeah, and double rank up spell card in my hand are dead currently, so I don't have a Force Strix in my grave. Again, that was a very nice move, and he has Soul Charge. He can go for double Omega, and he can just reuse his Mizukis. Yeah, this is pretty much game over. I top deck into that Impale, but that's not going to be enough. During my standby phase, he can send 2 banished Mizukis back to his grave, and he can banish the 2 cards in my hand. He has Breakthrough Skill, so no Reborn from me. And we can safely assume that this is pretty much game over. And he also top decks into a Burial. How disgusting. I think he is going to use like Mizuki 4 or 5 times here during the turn. Yeah, what can I do against a deck like that? Anyway, so double Omega. Omega proving that it's definitely one of the better synchros. Level 8 synchros here in the deck next to Beelze. Stardust Spark and of course Void Ogre Dragon. So we can deal over 10,000 points of damage, and that's GG, well played. So very nice matches. So again, this is currently my deck list. Guys, if you have any feedback about the deck list, feel free to give me your suggestions down below. Cards like Summoner Monk, I don't like Summoner Monk. Cards like Maxi, Breakthrough Skill, Effect Failure, Breakthrough Skill kinda make your Summoner Monk useless. Same with Harpies. Harpist, I'm not running Summoner Monk, so yeah, Harpy. The Harpy Lady card is not really that great in the main deck. Same with Dark Armed. Dark Armed is not really, I don't really like the card. It's hard to tutor your grave, to keep 3 Darks in your grave. But yeah, again, feel free to add in Dark Armed Dragon. Same with Readiness, the Waboku for the archetype. I was always hoping that I had at least that I had Breakthrough Skill, or Trap Tricks time a Trapple over Readiness. So I don't really like that card, but again, feel free to make the changes here for the cards that I have in the extra deck, in the side deck. So guys, that's it. Thanks for watching, and feel free to leave a comment or like if you enjoyed the video. Lithium signing out. Peace.